First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's McCaffrey.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So Kittle comes in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. On second down, Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And third down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. Man in motion here is Jennings. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. That'll be incomplete, so they go for the trickery, but it does not work out, and it's going to be 4th down. They'll motion over Samuel. On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. It's a give now to Kamara. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Carr. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That is brought in at the 10. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Play action now. It's Carr. That is caught by the tight end. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints. What a big play. A little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
That's caught by McCaffrey. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Timeout 49ers. That is their second.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On play action, here's Purdy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Carr working out of the gun. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, close to a 1st down, as the tackle's made at the 41-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. On the give, it's McCaffrey. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, 49ers. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We're back to New Orleans. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Here's a run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This taken in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. So we've reached halftime here. It is an 8-point game. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. They're likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Man in motion here is Jennings. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go play action with Carr. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
Now, that was a nice-looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
In motion is Hill. Now a 2nd down throw from Carr. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for two. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a two-point conversion, but unable to do so. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll motion over Samuel. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll send a tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. That's taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down. Purdy on 1st down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Purdy. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
4th down, it's Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He's going to tuck it and go.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Carr now on 2nd down. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And It's not going to be easy.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Again, it's McCaffrey. Saints going to use their second timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. Carr. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Second down, Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Back is Carr. A throw left side, going to be intercepted.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the 49ers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.